Welcome to Help for Code Learning. I am Ashish Gadpale, your Java trainer. Today we are going to discuss about creating a thread by Runnable interface using anonymous inner class. So now let's discuss an example, guys. So we have a thread demo class and we are going to create first a thread. So how we can create a thread? So we have a runnable interface already. So by using runnable interface, first we try to create a thread. So runnable R1 equals to new runnable is there. Runnable. Okay. So we have created a thread, that is R1 we are going to create. And now this is my thread. So let's override the run method, because runnable interface is having only one method, that is run method. So we are overriding the run method, public void run method we have. And then run method is having a logic like for loop we are writing. So int I equals to 0, then I less than 10, then plus plus I we have. Now we are printing a message there, so that while executing thread, some message will be printed. So system dot out dot println is there, and one of the message we are going to print. So it is a runnable interface. So just mention that is suppose it is a runnable. So and how to print the thread name? So to print the thread name, thread dot current thread method we have, that is thread dot current thread. And how to get a name of a thread? So by using a get name method. So by using get name method, we can get the name of a thread, and we are just mentioning that is the I variable, so that we will see this is a looping counter, that is 0 1 2 3 like this. Okay. Now what we are going to do, suppose if you want to use this sleep method, so we can use here sleep method, but the sleep method may throws the interrupted exception. So either we have to handle by using the try catch block, other we have to use the throws keyword. So let's use the try catch block here. So try catch, then thread dot sleep method is there. In sleep method I am adding a time as the argument. So thread dot sleep method is there. So we have to mention then catch block, so it may throw the interrupted exception. So interrupted exception I it can throw, and of course if you want to print that exception, so how to print that exception? That is IE dot print stack trace method. Print stack trace method we have to use. So this is the logic for the runnable interface we have. So we have created a thread, that is a thread logic, that is R1. Now we know that the runnable interface is having only one method, that is run method. It is not having a start method. So thread class is having a start method. So let's first create the object of the thread class. Thread T1 we are going to create. Now thread T1 equals to new thread we are going to create. Thread, and I'm passing here, that is R1. Okay. Now we can execute this T1 thread. So T1 dot start method is there. So start method internally will call the run method. Now thread 1 is created. Now how to create a anonymous inner class by using a runnable interface? Okay. We are going to create the logic for it. We have to write like this, new thread we have to pass. Okay. New thread, and here we have to create the instance of the runnable. So new runnable we are going to create, and just add the logic like this. Okay. New runnable. Now this is my new thread. Okay. And this is my runnable interface. So in runnable interface, new runnable, we have to write the logic here. Okay. For the runnable interface. So for runnable interface, we have to write the logic here. So same logic we are going to create. So what I'm doing here, I'm just doing the copy paste of this code, that is public void run. So same public void run we have in this inner class. So this is my inner class for the runnable interface. Okay. Now suppose I don't want to mention this sleep method, so I'm not mentioning the sleep method here. So this is the logic for this runnable interface. Is this our runnable interface? Here we have used a thread. We are mentioning just like runnable it is, like we are mentioning a thread here, suppose. Okay, so we can differentiate it, the output we can differentiate. Okay, so we have just printed the logic here. So this is my anonymous inner class, and this is my this is my runnable interface. We have created an anonymous inner class. So first we have to close this bracket, okay, because this is our logic here. So we have to close this bracket first. So this is the logic for the run method. This run method closes here, and then this my for loop is ended here, and this is my run method ended here, and the runnable interface logic is there, and now we have to close this one here. So this is my close. Yes, now it is completely closed. Okay. So now let me execute this code. So how we can call this start method? We can call directly start method here, as we have discussed in the last video. So we can call start method here. Now two threads are there. That is the first thread here, and this is the second thread logic. So now let me execute. I hope no error is there. Now let me execute this program. So Java C thread demo.java is there. Let me execute. I hope no error is there. Okay. Now Java thread demo. So let me execute the program. So here you can see like runnable interface is executing, and then thread is executing. So is a perfect example for the anonymous inner class. Guys, in this example, we can also write the anonymous interface by Lambda functions. So Lambda function is the features of the Java 8 version. So Lambda function is working with only functional interface. So what is meant by functional interface? The interface which is having only one method, means only one abstract method. So runnable interface having only one abstract method. So of course we can write this Lambda functions code. So how we can use the Lambda function here? So for Lambda function, what we are going to do, we are creating the first anonymous object of the thread class. Okay, this is the anonymous object of the thread class, and here we have to mention the Lambda function. How do we mention the Lambda function? So Lambda function we are mentioning here. In the Lambda function, we are opening this and we are writing the logic here. Okay, so now how to write the logic? So same logic we have to write. So it will call internally run method, because only one interface is only one abstract method is there. So it will call internally. No need to write like public void run method here in case of the Lambda function. So we can directly write the logic. So I'm just copying this code here for loop. So it will be considered code as the inside of a run method. Okay, and I'm mentioning here, that is Lambda. It is Lambda function. It is, and it is executing the and it will print the current thread name. Okay, so this is the logic for the Lambda function, how we can write the Lambda function. So if you want to start this thread, so how we can start? We can start by using a start method. Okay, now this Lambda function works. So this is a logic for the Lambda function. So it will consider as a internally only run method is there. So it will consider as a logic of the run method. We have start, so it will internally call the run method. Okay, so this is the logic for the Lambda function. Now let me run this code. So let me compile first. Working fine, and we are executing. So we can see here how we can use the runnable interface for, and we are creating the object thread object by using a anonymous inner class and by using a Lambda functions in Java. You can take note of it, guys.